Hello, Namaskar. This is Firstpost and you're watching Vantage with me, Palki Sharma. India is rewriting its Himalayan playbook. With a new airbase in Ladakh, just 30 kilometers from the China border, exercises in the east to build joint response and surveillance systems to lower the risk of escalation. Tonight, we'll put it all together to see how India is recalibrating its strategic posture vis-a-vis China. Meanwhile, China's economy has taken another hit. The latest data shows factory output is down and investment is slowing. The world's second largest economy is losing momentum. We'll discuss why. On Wall Street, too, it's been a bloodbath. $1 trillion wiped out in a single session. We'll look at what shook the markets. Back home, Delhi is still struggling to breathe. The pollution levels remain high and the sales of air purifiers and masks are surging. In Bihar, the election results are out. The NDA has won. We'll look at the numbers and why this election matters. In Ukraine, Russian strikes hit Kiev again. They've responded with counter-strikes. In Japan, the Prime Minister and her 3 a.m. meetings have sparked a debate on work-life balance. The US is intensifying strikes on Venezuela. They're calling it Operation Southern Spear. AI music is topping global charts, and schools in India are revising the curriculum to teach children about artificial intelligence. All this and more coming up. The headlines first.
The US approves the sale of fighter jets and other aircraft parts to Taiwan for $330 million. This is the first such transaction since President Donald Trump returned to the White House this January. The move has drawn appreciation from Taipei and anger in Beijing. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán says his government will take the European Union to court over its decision last month to phase out Russian gas imports. Budapest is the Kremlin's closest ally in the 27-nation EU, and it still depends heavily on Russian energy imports. Last month, EU countries agreed to phase out their remaining gas imports from Moscow by the end of 2027. Tanzania's president announces an inquiry into the killings that occurred during the election that saw her return to power. She has called for leniency for some protesters charged with treason. The 29th October vote was marred by allegations of rigging and government cracked, which sparked days of violent protests, killing hundreds. Thousands of doctors in England begin a 5-day strike over pay and training posts. It is the 13th such walkout by medics since March 2023. This comes amid a prolonged cost of living crisis that has sparked strikes across the UK. Teachers, nurses, ambulance workers, lawyers, train workers and border staff have all walked out over the past 3.5 years. And Greenland's parliament adopts legislation limiting foreigners' right to own property on the vast Arctic island. This follows mounting interest from US investors on the Danish territory, coveted by US President Donald Trump. Non-Danish citizens and foreign companies will only be allowed to buy property if they have been permanent residents in Greenland for the previous 2 years.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.